Welcome to the Rocklab video workshop. My name is Sven Sauber and I'm your instructor for today. In this lesson I wanted to share a right hand technique with you, which is used loads in folk picking and country music. So today we are going to discuss folk picking, which is also referred to as Travis picking. This technique can be heard in countless songs, but for example Simon and Garfunkel, Stephen Stills, Iron and Wine, or in the well-known song Dust in the Wind by Kansas. Our thumb is covering the bass duties and is played on every beat, alternating between the fifth and fourth string, as long as we're on the C chord. So if we take a C chord in our left hand, in the fretting hand, so our thumb is basically doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alternating between the fifth and fourth string. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The top notes are played using our index and middle fingers, which are played on the off beats, with the exception of the first beat, of course. But let's go back to our C shape, and I play it for you once. It's gonna look like this. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Now, we basically start off with our thumb and middle finger on the fifth and second string, and we play them at the same time. Then the thumb moves down one string, so to the fourth string, and we play a thumb followed by an index finger. So. Then we go back with our thumb to the fifth string, followed by a middle finger on the second, back to the thumb on the fourth string, and that's it. So rhythm-wise, we're playing a quarter note, then 4/8 notes, and we're gonna finish on another quarter note. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. A common variation to play is that we add another index finger at the end of the pattern. So it's gonna sound like this. Another very common variation is that we have an alternating bass, so that we, on the third beat, move to the fifth of the chord. It would sound like this. Now the key to this technique is to stay very relaxed in the right hand. Try to keep your thumb parallel to the strings, as such. Now, the index and middle finger should move into the hand after we play the string, the note. So it's kind of like a grabbing motion. So it should all be very natural movements. I try to keep the thumb a bit forward as well, other than the other fingers, just so they don't get in the way. So you basically can start off with a thumbs up position, lay your thumb parallel on the 5th string, and then just slightly open your hand, your fingers. Of course we can transfer this pattern onto other chords. The pattern will slightly change and we kind of have to adjust for the different string groups we're playing. For example, when we're on the G, we start off on the 6th string and the 2nd string. But then we still jump to the 4th string. Or if we're on a D chord, we'll start off with the thumb on the 4th string and we move the 2nd and 1st finger one string down. So now the 2nd finger is going to be on the 1st string and the index on the 2nd string. Now you should try to use this pattern through a chord progression. For example, I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and remember to stay home and hashtag stay home and make music. To listen to this technique in action, you can also check out my brand new album Another Day, available on CD and vinyl, as well as on all the streaming platforms such as Spotify or Apple Music. Take care and see you next time.